Those numbers you just heard, they're catastrophic. When a sports league launches on national television and pulls a 0.2 rating in the key advertising demographic, you're not talking about a slow start. You're talking about a disaster. The opening night of Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 basketball league that's been positioned as the future of women's basketball, drew approximately 50,000 viewers on True TV, another 75,000 on TNT for the same game. That's 1:1 and 25,000 people total watching what was supposed to be a game share for the sport. To put that in perspective, a decent high school basketball game in Texas draws more live attendance than Unrivaled's entire television audience. We're not exaggerating for effect here. These are the actual numbers, and they expose a fundamental disconnect between the hype surrounding this league and the reality of viewer interest. The 18 to 49 demographic matters because that's what drives media rights deals. When networks negotiate contracts, they're not just counting heads. They're counting heads that advertisers will pay premium rates to reach. A 0.2 rating means 20,000 people in that demographic. A 0.03 means a 0.04 means 40,000. These aren't just bad numbers. They're numbers that make networks question whether they made a mistake putting this content on television at all. And here's what makes this particularly damaging. Unrivaled has star power. They got recognizable names from the WNBA. They got TNT and True TV, which are established sports networks with built-in audiences. They've got the backing of serious investors who poured millions into this venture. What they don't have is viewers. The infrastructure is there, the talent is there, the promotion was there, but when the games actually aired, nobody showed up.
The news? Because NBA stars, there's a lot of them, and they move the needle. The WNBA stars, well, there's one that moves the needle. And here's the other thing to remember. Caitlin Clark's already rich. She made $11 million this year alone in endorsements off the court. So regardless of how these negotiations go, she's set. Nobody else is, right? So
this is why Nisa hears comments about sustainability. It's so differently now. She went on record saying Unrivaled knows what it takes to run a sustainable business and that the WNBA should take notes. She specifically said if the WNBA can't find a model that makes sustainability happen, they need to put people in place who can. That's a direct shot at WNBA leadership, suggesting that Unrivaled has figured out something the WNBA hasn't, except the ratings prove the exact opposite. You can't run a sustainable sports league on 150,000 viewers. You can't negotiate meaningful media rights deals with a 0.03 rating. You can't attract major advertisers when your audience is smaller than a local news broadcast at 2 a.m. Sustainability requires revenue, and revenue in professional sports comes primarily from television rights. Unrivaled isn't demonstrating sustainability. They're demonstrating that even with significant investment in network support, there's a ceiling to how many people want to watch this product.
Well, Coach, you got out to such a hot start. How did they start to come back? What are you wary of right now?
Well, their defense is so good. They're all over our ball handlers, and really, it's a physical game, and we've got to be able to withstand that physical play.
Some of that physical plays in the post. How do you get Monica more touches?
I think we're doing a pretty good job on Holmes, though. Doing a good job with that. Caitlin has done a good job for us. It's going to be a heck of a second half for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Hal.
The social media silence around Unrivaled's return is equally telling. When a sports league is generating Genuine excitement. You see it everywhere. Twitter is buzzing. Instagram is flooded with highlights. Sports shows are debating the games. Unrivaled came back to complete radio. Silence. No viral moments. No trending. Topics. No water cooler conversations. Just a league playing games that most sports fans didn't even know were happening. And that's before we talk about attendance. They expanded capacity from 850 to 1,000 seats. Think about that for a second. A professional basketball league with national television coverage is celebrating the ability to fit 1,000 people in a building. High school gyms across America hold more than that for regular season games. The fact that this is being presented as growth rather than a red flag shows how disconnected the narrative is from reality. The league is trying to position Paige Buckers as a star attraction, but she's not moving the needle. There's no buzz around her. No excitement. No anticipation. You need stars who create must-see television. And right now, Unrivaled doesn't have that. They have good basketball players. But good basketball players don't automatically translate to television audiences.
Every company in the country would love to go viral every day for free marketing. If they knew how to do it, they'd all be viral every day. Like, you just don't know. Is it authentic? It touches people. There's a tentacle of emotion involved, and suddenly some small town kid goes viral, or a singing frog. Who knows? Transformative? I wouldn't have guessed Tom Brady would be the GOAT.
Let's talk about what these numbers actually mean in the context of media rights deals. The WNBA just signed a new 10-year agreement worth $2.2 billion. That breaks down to $220 million per year. Some people looked at that number and thought it proved the WNBA had arrived as a major professional sports league. But then you look at what other leagues are getting, and the picture changes dramatically. The NHL just signed a 12-year deal with Rogers for $1 billion. That's $917 million per year. The difference between the WNBA's annual media rights revenue and the NHL's annual media rights revenue is $697 million. That's not a gap. That's a canyon. And it exists for one simple reason: television viewership. When someone posts on social media asking why WNBA players don't make as much as NHL players, this is why. The average NHL salary is $3.8 million because the league generates $917 million per year just for media rights. The WNBA generates $220 million per year from media rights, and that has to cover everything: player salaries, league operations, team expenses, growth initiatives. There's simply less money to distribute.